This is probably one of the toughest battles that you've gone through, I would think, right?
Yeah, sure.
What lessons are you going to take away from this experience and apply to the next?
I don't know that I'm going to do another one of these. It could be my last. Because the rewards are probably not great enough to justify the time and the energy that we've put into this. And also people always, they hate short sellers, right? No one was unhappy.
You don't care if anyone hates you?
I don't like negative articles in the press that are false. I don't mind them if they're accurate.
The market clearly has a view of this today, or investors at least do, because the stock is up. What do you make of that reaction?
I wouldn't look at one day's trading. The people who are long the stock want to blunt the power of that presentation, and I wouldn't surprise me if Herbalife is in the market today buying back stock.
It seems like all of Wall Street is against you. It's not just Icon, it's analysts, investment bankers. Why do you think this company has so much firepower?
We're one of the few people that are short this stock because this was a stock subject to a lot of short squeeze manipulation, and that's a scary thing. So most of the people are effectively on the other side of the trade. That's why.
Yeah, but you have people like you mentioned, Joel Frank, Moelis, putting their reputations. It's not for them. It's not just about day trading. It's not just about taking the opposite side of the trade. It's putting your reputation on the line just the same way that you are.
As Ken Moelis said, a couple of weeks ago at a CNBC conference, that he did no due diligence on Herbalife before he signed on to be their banker because he had a long-standing relationship with the CEO. And the Joel Frank firm didn't do any due diligence either, I'm sure. They don't view that as their business. This is sort of the point I was making. And again, I think Joel Frank is a fine firm and Moelis & Company is a fine firm. But I do think there is a moral obligation on the part of a consultant, an advisor, someone who's going to be promoting a public company to do their homework and make sure they don't find themselves. If you were the PR firm for Bernie Madoff and Company, or the marketing firm for Bernie Madoff and Company, you'd feel really awful after the company collapsed, and you'd be subject to a lot of legal liability. So my only point there was to say, hey, if I were an advisor to this company right now, we've laid out some pretty powerful information. I do a little more due diligence. People on Wall Street, it seems, don't really seem to care whether or not the company is taking advantage of poor people. They don't seem to care whether or not it's a pyramid scheme. All they really care about is the stock price in the short term.